Under House Bill 1152, they're enhancing secure storage requirements for both your vehicle and your residence. So, for example, in your vehicle, you have to have the pistol, if this is passed, the pistol has to be stored unloaded in a container that's opaque, locked, hard-sided, and fixed to the vehicle, has to be concealed, and your vehicle has to be locked. If it's a rifle or a shotgun, it needs to be stored in a soft-sided case and have a trigger lock.
Right.
Now, if that gun is stolen, you can be liable for a fine of up to $1,000 if it is not secured. If someone steals that gun, it is a misdemeanor if someone who's not allowed to own a gun, say a felon or a minor, steals it and gets possession. It is a gross misdemeanor if someone not allowed to have a gun gets your gun and commits a crime with it. Say, for example, holds up the 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Now it becomes a felony if your stolen gun that is unsecured is used in a crime that hurts someone else. And so I need to point out, Class C felony, that is up to 5 years in prison, $10,000 fine. I don't think you would get that much, of course.
Yes.
But it would also mean that you are a felon and no longer allowed to own a gun. Gee.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yes, I'm in favor. And for all of my gun owners out there,
including you,
including myself, text in if you're in favor of this. I don't know, Ursula, if it's an age thing, because all of my friends around my age that have guns are very responsible with their guns. As a matter of fact, I'd go out on a limb to say that most gun owners are responsible. However, we do have some irresponsible gun owners leaving guns in cars and leaving them unlocked around the house. All that stuff is leading to stolen guns. And, oh, guess what? Some of these stolen guns are used in violent crimes. So I am continuing to say that we're going to have to do some drastic things to decrease our gun shootings, our crime, violent crime. And if we're going to do that, this is a nice place to start. I'm for it.
How often do we hear that a crime is committed by someone who got access to a stolen gun? It's
probably 90%,
aside
from like the domestic violence incidents where somebody, uses their own gun.
Yes. So I know that one of the arguments against this would be, do you mean to say that you want to penalize the victim of a crime because someone stole their weapon and now they are going to be held liable criminally because someone's not only stole their weapon but used it to commit a crime that caused someone else harm? And I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're on the same page?
Yes, we are on the same page.
But one more thing.
But I do understand this idea that, you're basically saying we are going to make them a criminal when they're actually a victim of a crime. Yeah, but you know that if you are going to have a gun, you have responsibilities that go with it.
No doubt. And so I'll make a deal. And by the way, some of you all are texting in saying you agree with this. Shouting in, somebody said, a few of you said you don't. How about this? You can face a Class C felony, or you can settle by losing your gun license forever.
Or you can just do a better job of securing your firearms and know that this is the law and that you have the possibility of facing a felony.
There's got to be consequences.
Yes, exactly.
And some of you guys are saying like, oh, we're too lenient. We're not enough consequences. Okay, you're right. And we need more consequences for people that are irresponsible with their guns.
Yes.
And for people that get caught with stolen guns. I mean, what I hear from the text line very, very often is we have plenty of gun laws. We need to enforce them, right? So if someone's not allowed to have a gun, throw them away for 10 years. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. But please apply your same logic to the situation of not you. I'm not going to call out you. I'm going to say your fellow gun owners who don't do the right thing. If you truly believe that increasing penalties influences people's behavior, then maybe this will get people to store their firearms properly. Let's see, the Safeway Distribution Center down in Renton, I think like 50 vehicles were broken into, and guess what got stolen? A whole bunch of guns. and I guarantee they were not locked up. Now, if you have a gun safe in your car and your gun is stolen, guess what? This wouldn't apply to you. This is not that hard. Just get a safe for your gun. Lock it up. It's not that hard. I cannot fathom someone storing their handgun in their glove box or underneath their car seat or anything like that. That is silly. Like, somebody knows, hey, if I break into a car and I find a gun, there's an easy $500 right there. You think anyone's bothering with a stereo these days? They ain't stealing stereos, fam. They taking guns. The last thing I'll say on this is, if you think this is wrong, do you believe whether someone who leaves out their fentanyl and their toddler overdoses and dies, should they face punishment? Because what you are doing is the equivalent. You're leaving out a lethal weapon that can be used over and over and over again in crimes. I'm fully for it. I know there's a lot of people on the text line who are going to be furious with me, but I think we need to have this conversation at the very least so that more people know, hey, you know what? Maybe I should get a safe for my gun because I don't want to be held personally liable.